We're just a couple days away from the Remix finale event and the start of Fortnite Chapter 6, and we've already had a ton of leaks regarding the next Fortnite chapter and what we can expect to come along with it. So what better time to talk about what I would like to see out of Fortnite Chapter 6 than right now. First of all, very recently, Fortnite tweeted this out, saying that Fortnite Crew is getting some changes. Now, when you subscribe to Fortnite Crew for the same price of $11.99 a month, you get every single pass in Fortnite, along with the benefits you already got previously. Those being a crew skin with legacy styles, Rocket Pass Premium, and 1000 V-Bucks, along with the Battle Pass for that season. Now on top of that, you'll also get the music and Lego passes and any new pass that Fortnite releases going forward. And to start that off, we're getting what Epic Games are calling OG passes for the new OG game mode. More than likely, this will be a new pass with either reskins of OG Battle Pass skins or new skins inspired by it. Since the new OG mode will switch through the seasons monthly, it's fair to assume that means we'll get new OG pass every month as well. I hope these passes are gonna be something substantial, similarly to the OG pass we got last year, or the remix pass that's going on right now. Make it a pass with like 50 to 70 tiers instead of something like the Lego or music passes, where you only get like 11 or so tiers. Either way, these are really exciting news for Fortnite Crew subscribers. And if you were on the fence about Fortnite Crew before, this will definitely be the time to get it, starting December 1st. We've also had a ton of leaks regarding Chapter 6 coming into the game, and what we can expect with it. Like the new swinging and proning mechanics slated to be released along with the new chapter, as well as a wall running mechanic that is sure to change the way that we play the game. Proning is going to be an interesting one to see, because on one hand, it's gonna be great for snipers and people who love a long-range playstyle like that. But on the other hand, I'm worried it might slow the game down to a crawl or create a meta where people just camp the whole game proning, trying to snipe someone. And that might lead to very empty-looking lobbies, even though it's the 4th circle and there's like 35 people still alive. Swinging and wall running, however, I'm looking forward to those mechanics coming to the game. Imagine getting into a fight with someone on a town POI and you start running on walls shooting them with your AR, then jump off and finish them with your shotgun. Or the ways to navigate the map with this new swinging mechanic across the gaps and shooting across big valleys while swinging. That's gonna be so fun. Another thing we know about Chapter 6 Season 1 is its theme. Next chapter will start with a Japanese-themed season, not like Mega City that we've had before, but rural Japan with samurai aesthetics and temples. On screen right now will be a list of biomes that have been leaked to be on next season's map. The leaked biomes are Shrine, Rivers, Plains, Farmland, and Forest. Now, I am a big fan of the Japanese aesthetic and theme in general, be it traditional or modern, and even anime style. So I'm really excited for this theme and to see what they do with it. And for the map specifically, I would love to see a biome with sakura trees, whether it be one of the ones already there in the leaks, or a completely separate one that hasn't been leaked yet. Another thing I would really love to see regarding the gameplay in this season that has seemingly been leaked already, is some sort of katana item, be it mythic or just an item that we can find. Maybe a regular item that could have a mythic variant from a boss would be really cool to see. Something that functions similar to the kinetic blade that we've had before in terms of mobility, but that feels more like a traditional katana with more fluid combos for melee as well. I'll be really happy if we get that in the game. We have also recently got leaks about an Oni mask item coming to Fortnite, as you can see by this tweet here. They say they'll have 2 types, Flame and Void, which is a new feature that we'll be talking about a bit later in the video. Now, we don't know what these masks will do yet, but we do know they'll have a unique type of chest similar to the katana stance in Chapter 4 for the kinetic blades. Moving on to NPC leaks, it seems we'll also have a new type of NPC/creature in the map, currently called a sprite by leakers. It's being called a cat by people as well because of a leak that says that they make purring sounds. There'll be curious creatures that follow you around the map, and there'll be 3 variants of them, being air, water, and basic. I'm assuming these will be the different ways that they travel around the map, with basic being traveling on the ground. Not sure if this will be 3 separate creatures or just 3 different forms that they can take depending on where you are, or some other mechanic that we don't know about yet. It would also be really cool if they had something to do with the shrines that were also leaked. Something like taking them to a shrine and getting some sort of reward out of it, or maybe they'll be found at shrines and the one you find them at will determine which variant you'll get. I'm sure they'll have some sort of use for the player as well, either getting an item when you bring them to a shrine as I talked about before, or maybe they give you some sort of buff or items along the way like a hired NPC normally would. Now about that void feature we mentioned with the masks. We know next to nothing about this feature so far, but I'm thinking it's going to be some sort of power-up that you can get similar to Chrome in Chapter 3. Or maybe some sort of buff that you can apply to your items or weapons to make them a special void variant in a workbench or something similar. Obviously we're gonna get it with a mask, but I think there's a lot of potential for more stuff with this new feature, so let me know some of your theories in the comments. Fortnite is also apparently working on a new minor medallions feature for Chapter 6. Now we've had medallions all throughout Chapter 5, and they were one of its main features. However, what they did changed wildly throughout the season, so it's hard to say what these minor medallions will do. But by the sound of it, they'll probably be easier to obtain than the ones we had during Chapter 5. Maybe even something that everyone has access to throughout the game. Whatever it ends up being, we'll just have to hope that Epic Games doesn't make them super overpowered and have to fault them soon after to change some aspect of it. And that's all the leaks we have for Fortnite Chapter 6 so far. So now, I would like to go over some of the stuff that I personally would love to see going into this new chapter of Fortnite. Starting with gameplay, one of the things I actually really liked about Chapter 5 and I hope they bring back for Chapter 6 are weapon mods. Whether you liked it or not, weapon mods were the feature that defined Chapter 5, but they weren't perfect by any means. So to start with, I would like to make mod benches more accessible to players throughout the map. Either make mini-bosses in the map that you have to take down to open a vault with access to a mod bench, similar to Chapter 5 Season 1, but with more places, or just make the benches available in specific spots on the map that anyone can get to and use. The simplicity of the modding system is great and I hope it can stay like that, but I also would love to see some new and crazier mods in the game. We got leaks during Chapter 5 about a special mods category with fire bullets and other stuff that never got implemented. I would love to see Epic play around with those concepts and bring them into the game during Chapter 6. Another change that is not about weapon mods but is related to them is bringing back hit scan weapons. They made every gun projectile based during Chapter 5 and that led to a lot of people not enjoying the shooting that much with those weapons. We're seeing now with Remix that people are really enjoying having hit scan weapons back, and that was also a big reason why people were playing Reload a lot during Chapter 5. I think finding a way to implement weapon mods with hit scan weapons would make for an amazing gunplay experience in Chapter 6, and together with the new movement mechanics could make it one of the best chapters to date in terms of gameplay. Now let's talk cosmetics. As with any new season of Fortnite, we'll get a brand new battle pass, and with the traditional Japanese theme being leaked for the season, it's not hard to predict what the battle pass's theme will be as well. There are a lot of amazing looking survey skins that perfectly fit the traditional Japanese theme and aesthetic pretty well. And honestly, I would love to see a lot of them come to the game, be it in a battle pass or the item shop. However, what I would really want to see is a new Drift/Fox Clan skin. Yes, I know. Now, before you go down and try to crucify me in the comments saying, "But we already have so many Drift skins in the game," I would like to preface that this is my opinion. Drift is my all-time favorite Fortnite skin, and most of the Drift reskins or Fox Clan skins that exist in the game are locked behind battle passes that are no longer obtainable. With the recent move away from exclusivity and battle passes going forward, and the Japanese theme of next chapter, this would be a great time to release a new reskin that is a bit more faithful to the original. Or even a female version that people can get, seeing as the only two existing ones are locked behind a battle pass and Fortnite crew. It's also possible that Fortnite will do these reskins when we get to Season 5 of Chapter 1 with the new OG mode and the OG pass. Or even when we get to Season X and do a reskin of Catalyst. What I also would like to see during next chapter is more anime collabs. Now I know not everyone that plays Fortnite likes anime, or even likes having anime skins in the game. But again, this is my opinion. And what better time to bring more anime collabs than during a Japanese-themed chapter? I've seen people talk about Demon Slayer and how it would be a perfect fit for next chapter, and I 100% agree. Tanjiro would be a great secret skin for Chapter 6 Season 1, and they could easily do an event pass later in the season with Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Nezuko. And can you imagine how awesome it would be to get their blades in the game as mythics with their breathing styles during that event pass? Since katanas are already coming to the game according to the leaks, I think this would be a great way to do the mythic versions of them while also feeding into the collab theme for the event pass. But what I would really like to get in Fortnite is a One Piece collab. I've heard talks about it for a long time in the community, and as a big One Piece fan myself, I would absolutely love to have them brought into Fortnite. Running around the map as Luffy and the Straw Hats would be so cool. They could also do an event pass with Devil Fruit mythics in the map, Zoro's swords, or Sanji's boots that change the way you play and move around the map. They could also bring the Going Merry and Thousand Sunny ships to the map that you could ride on. Maybe that could be a good theme for a season down the line with a flooded map similar to Chapter 2 Season 3. There's a lot of potential with a One Piece collab, and I would absolutely love to see it put into the game. And that about does it for everything we know and everything that I would want Fortnite to do for Chapter 6. I think next chapter has a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see what Fortnite does with it. But how do you feel about it? What are the things you're most excited about for next chapter, and what would you like to see Epic do for Chapter 6? Let me know in the comments below. Consider liking and subscribing if you're new to the channel, and I hope to see you all again next time.